I'm Derin Adetosoye, an Adobe insider as well as a YouTuber and presenter, and here today I am joined by the brilliant, the beautiful actress Jasmine Jobson, who a lot of you will probably already recognise as the character Jack from the hit show Top Boy, for which she was nominated a BAFTA, and she's just such an inspirational role model for so many people, including myself. So Jasmine, it's so great to be speaking with you today, and thank you for joining us.
Oh no, thank you for having me.
So, as I mentioned, the theme for today's session is all about how to break through in your career, which I feel like as a creative, we put in all of our passion and hard work, essentially preparing for that opportunity and waiting for that call and waiting for the big break. But you know, it's a journey which can have so many different ups and downs. And I feel as though until you actually talk to someone about their journey, you have no idea what's gone on behind the scenes. So when you reflect on your career, Jasmine, what was that road like to getting to where you are today, and how did your first acting gig come about?
Oh wow. Well, it's been a bit of a long journey. I mean, I've been acting since 2013, but my process into the industry was pretty fast, and slightly overwhelming when you think about it, of how fast it all happened. But I started acting with a theatre company called the Big House Theatre Company. It's a charity-based company based in East London, and they work with care leavers and ex-prisoners and young people that have slipped through the cracks of the social system, to kind of like reform them. And we use acting as the main thing to kind of like help them express their feelings and their emotions and things like that. And I got the lead role on that production. And within about 3 weeks, I was signed by my agency. And then since then, it's just been onwards and upwards. Yeah, it's literally be like, all right, so what's next?
Gosh, that's so amazing. Well, I guess what was next was Top Boy. Let's talk about that. How did that role come about in particular?
Wow, that was insane. So I remember I got a phone call from Des Hamilton saying that he wanted to see me for Top Boy. So I was super duper excited. Got in the space. I think overall I had maybe 4 auditions, 3 recalls in total. So I had my first audition and I had 3 recalls after that. And it was a bit of a long process, I'm not going to lie. And, you know, sometimes, you know, when you don't hear from jobs, you're like, oh, yeah, no, I haven't got it. It's all right. Better luck next time. So I just kind of took it on the chin, really. And then I think it was like every month I was getting a call back. And I was thinking, wow, what is going on? They're really taking their time here. And then, yeah, I got a phone call one day saying that I bagged the job, and I was in the middle of washing my hair, proper old school, got my head over the bath with the shower, going for it. And I'm flinging shampoo and literally all over the bathroom as soon as I found out that I bagged the job.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That's literally just reminded me of when I got my phone call saying that I'd got my Formula E presenting gig, and literally being in the middle of my bed halfway through a nap. I swear these calls always come at the most random times, and then having to like act composed and as if I didn't just wake up 10 seconds ago. But for people that are watching this who, you know, are still grafting, they're still in the process of, you know, hopefully getting that phone call and going to auditions, what advice would you give to them to make themselves stand out and hopefully seize those opportunities, especially from an acting point of view?
Well, first things first, when it comes down to casting directors and auditions and things like that, I would say 100% make sure that you're prepared. You know, when you walk into that audition space, you need to know your script. You know, and sometimes they say, oh, we don't need you to be off book. Be off book. Be the person that is different from everybody else, because now people have seen that they don't need to be off book. Some of them aren't really going to bother, you know. Be the person that stands out. Be yourself. Have fun with it. You know, if you show people that you're being yourself and you're able to have fun and you're flamboyant and all of these different things, you know, and you can take a script and turn it into your own, you know, that's what you need to be doing. Have fun with it, play about, you know, and always leave a good lasting impression, because they will always call you back. One thing I pride myself in is kind of not caring. And this is something that Maggie from the Big House, and it's her company, Maggie Norris, she's amazing. But she was my mentor for a long, long time. And I used to struggle with kind of, how can I explain it? I would say I'm more worried about what other people would think. So when it comes down to some parts in the script, I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing that. It sounds silly. I'm always worried about how I'm being perceived or something like that. And she just got me to just, let go and not care about that and stop saying things like I can't. Oh no, I can't do this. I can't. No, there's no such thing as I can't. You can try. And if it doesn't work, you try a different way.
I feel like that mindset in general in this industry is so important because throughout your career you can face so many different obstacles, but if you approach it with that I can mindset, then literally anything is possible. It's something which I always like to share over on my YouTube channel to my audience, as it's something which I just believe is so powerful. And yeah, it's amazing that she was able to share that knowledge with you, and I guess nicely leads me on to the topic of role models actually. How important would you say role models are with your career, and who are your role models in the acting industry?
Oh gosh, I've got so many. That's what I'm saying. I've got so many inspirations and role models. For me, it's definitely got to be Denzel Washington. He's absolutely amazing. Idris Elba, absolutely amazing. Big legend. Every role model has their own little thing, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like one piece from here, one piece from here, one piece from here. So, I would say it's a good thing to have loads of role models, or at least like, maybe 5 to 10 that you can look up to, because then you can take a little bit from everybody.
That's what I like to do as well. Just take as much in from everyone and then like tailor it into your own path. But Jasmine, you're obviously such a huge role model for so many people out there. So to everyone who's watching who wants to be in your shoes and be an actress or an actor, what advice do you give and like practical steps that they can do to make that a reality?
Well, I would 110% recommend finding somewhere that do acting workshops or something like that. I would also recommend possibly getting involved in like writing projects. One of my friends right now is actually doing a writing project, which is an intensive 12-week course, I believe. But she's absolutely amazing. She's also an upcoming actress too. So yeah, I would say just make sure that you're always keeping yourself busy, and it's like nowadays there's so much going on, you've got people that are doing their YouTube podcasts and things like that, so it's like you could even possibly, I don't know, create something with a group of friends, and film it and all that kind of stuff, create your own short films, play about, improvise, all that kind of stuff, so like it's endless what you could do with your free time, and the fact that you've got free time, it means that you can actually do more. And I think when it comes down to like starting up, I would say never be intimidated or scared to contact an agent or a casting director. More time they'd be excited to hear from you because they're always looking for a fresh face. Yeah, just be confident and just be yourself, If you're yourself, they'll love you.
No, it's so true. Honestly, I wish I had someone share that kind of advice with me at the very beginning of my career, because I think, being in an industry where there's so many people that you can compare yourself to, it can be really easy for you to think, oh, maybe I should act like this or maybe I should do that. But the reality is there's nothing better than just being yourself and staying true to yourself and remaining authentic. So I really like that piece of advice, and honestly feel like throughout this session you have shared so many gems, but I am just going to ask you for one more, as I'm conscious of time. So if you were to think of like one final wrap up from everything we've discussed today, to anyone who's starting out, what advice would you like to share with them?
I personally didn't go to drama school or anything like that. I did go to an acting group where it was like a 12-week intensive workshop, but I didn't exactly go to drama school or anything like that. However, I would have loved to have gone drama school. I believe that in drama school, they teach you a lot more than what I could have possibly learned. Do you know what I mean? But I've learned differently. I feel if I went drama school, I'd probably be interested doing some madness like the circus or something like that, because they have you doing all these aerial tricks and all that. It's wicked. I wish I took the time out to go drama school, honestly. So that's something I would definitely recommend, because you learn a lot of skills, you take home a lot, have fun, be yourself, be confident, and just go in there with it set in your mind that everything you touch will turn to gold, and you've got this. And I promise you, when you stick with that mantra, you will always win. You will always win. My mom's been telling me that since I was a little girl, and look where I am now.
Wow, what a note to end on. I feel like I need that tattooed somewhere. Don't know where would allow for that much
Yeah,
space.
I'm gonna get it here.
Honestly, Jasmine, what an amazing note to end on. I feel so inspired. It's been so great speaking with you, and wish you all the best. Where are we going to see you next? What are you up to next?
Cannot say, I'm afraid. The only thing that I can say is keep your eyes peeled for noughts and crosses too, because your
Yeah,
girl's coming through.
I love that. Amazing. Jasmine, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. And thanks to all of you guys for watching. I
Thank you for
hope you
having
enjoyed
me.
it. And from both of us, we're wishing you all the best with your creative careers. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Yes, God bless.